All right, so I'm about to show y'all a video that just warmed my soul. Now this want to pop up. Anyways, that was for another video. I might have to, whatever, just save it for that right now. Anyways, that wasn't what I wanted y'all to see, but I wanted y'all to see this video here of my man Tracy Morgan addressing an old bully of his. And I'll get to why um, this video just warmed our heart.
Warrior, what's up? Don't talk to me like I owe you something. I didn't say that. Boy, can I get something, please? No. You was younger. Yeah, but I think I forgot. I was homeless, boy. So what that got to do with me? I ain't do that. Oh, yeah. Can I get my sister?
All right, we're gonna stop it right there. That was pretty much the end. So, what pretty much happened for those who I don't know need a refresher? I mean, y'all saw the video, but I'll say it anyway. So, oh, I'm not even gonna say friend, someone that Tracy Morgan clearly grew up around, right? Um, you know, hold on. Bad. So, anyways, an old friend of, well, not even friend, an old associate of Tracy Morgan comes up to him. You heard him, or you probably may have heard him. He tried to do the friendly thing, call him Hustle Man. You know, that's the character he played on the show Martin, by the way. Get y'all some learning. But he tried that. He tried to pretend like he was a friend of Tracy, and Tracy put him in his place, essentially, right? Good on him. There are going to be people. The question of the tweet and people are the discourse around this is, was Tracy wrong for addressing this man the way that he did? The man is homeless, as he states, and Tracy doesn't give a fuck that the man is homeless, because of their past where the man bullied, Tracy, made fun of him, and you disrespected him. Whatever you want to call it, that's what that man did to Tracy when they were both younger, right? Now, it's close to my heart because I definitely know how Tracy Morgan feels. I was somebody who, hell, when I first got on YouTube, niggas was bullying me, but like I was somebody as a child, where people used to talk shit about me all the damn time, and this has happened to me, and I'm nowhere near famous like a Tracy Morgan, where the same people who was talking shit, right, would then see me out and about, remember me, you know, and then want to either A, act like we've always been friends, where it's like, no, we not, nigga. You was always disrespectful, right? And B, they be down on their luck and they see me out here. Now I don't be wearing flashy clothes or anything else. I might wear a suit here and there from time to time. I like dressing up and all that. But what you see me wearing right now, I might step out like this. I might step out in a hoodie and just some t-shirts, right? And a t-shirt, right? And some sweats or some shorts on or whatever, right? Mainly sweats because it's too dang cold for that shorts life, right? But you might see me step out like that. Either or, they see me and they get to asking me to give them something as if we were childhood friends, right? The crazy thing is, when I have seen people that I was really cordial with, they didn't want anything but to catch up. They didn't ask for money, they didn't ask for none of that. They just wanted to say hi. They wanted to pretty much express their happiness for seeing me, and that was that. It was always the disrespectful motherfuckers, the bullies, who would then ask you for something. And then when you bring it up, that you used to, we were never friends. If you think I'm gonna befriend somebody who, said the mean things that they said about me, did all that disrespecting, you out your goddamn mind, right? oh, that was this, that was that. Clearly, those decisions led you to where you at right now, to where you have nobody else who's willing to look out for you. I see that shit as karma. You know what I'm saying? You put this bad energy out there. I don't care who, y'all, you believe in that? You believe in that? I've seen way too many examples not to believe. Let me just put it that way. When you ask me about the things that I believe in it because I've seen too many examples to say to not believe in it, and to too many examples to say it doesn't work or it's not real. That's for me. I don't know how it works for y'all niggas, but like for me personally, I've seen way too many examples of this being real where I'm like, yeah, I can't deny the reality of this phenomena, or this thing, whatever it is, right? So as far as what I feel him, and you might say you're petty, you're immature for that, you're this, that, and the third. You're not healed, and you need to heal. I'm all for it. It's not everybody who was disrespectful to me that I was this, I guess, harsh too. I used to work for, not for, but with somebody actually that I went to middle school with. She never talked shit to my face, but she laughed at all the mean shit that people were saying to me. She would be she wouldn't even try to like hide it. Like she would be one of the kids that would gleefully laugh at my torment, right? I used to work with this girl, right? We talked about these situations because at the job, she was the one that was heavily disliked now. And it's like the roles reversed, but I wasn't laughing at people talking shit about her. I actually was not partaking in it, or I would stand up for her at times and be like, yo, like, why don't you just say that to her face? Right? There was a moment where I guess because it wasn't everyone who talked shit about her, but there was one coworker, the other female coworker, really, that we worked with at the time, who she got along with, and that woman told her that I defend her, her being the classmate. Now I'm not using names here because obviously I don't want to use names here, but let's just use the first name of, I mean the first letter of her name, A. So the female coworker, which her name started with an L, so L told A how much Ernest, how much that I had defended her. And it was only like maybe once or twice. The other times, like I said, I was ignoring the people talking shit about her. Like I wouldn't join in on it, I wouldn't laugh, but I also did not come to her defense that much. So when A heard that I came to her defense for the two times, I guess that was enough for her to want to befriend me. So she went around telling people that we were friends, right? Um, it comes back to me. A coworker comes to me. He's like, "Yo, I heard you and A are friends. Is that true?" And I'm like, "We went to school together, but I wouldn't say we were friends. We never talked. In fact, the way that y'all talk about her, she used to laugh all the time whenever dudes was talking shit about me." She would be, and they were doing it to, because they, of course they wanted to fuck her, but they wanted to make her laugh, and she would like literally be one of the people, one of the loudest individuals laughing at me. So yeah, when I saw that I was working with her, I didn't see someone as a friend. I just saw, okay, here's A, and that's that. Now I didn't go as far as be disrespectful to her, but we definitely didn't start talking until like she wanted to befriend me, and I wasn't rude. I bring that example up just to say like that was someone who, yeah, didn't bully me, but she also was egging on the bullying. And I still treated her with respect. And even though, after that moment, we became work friends, let me just put it that way. After that moment, we became work friends because I still was like, other than the laughter, she was still a nice individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have a problem with her. I just didn't like the fact that she would laugh at the mean shit that these dudes were saying about me. But aside from that, I didn't have a problem with her, and she didn't ask me for money. So it's like that's the thing. So there is that. But yeah, I will go out and be like, if I am petty, I'm petty. But I think the another lesson that needs to be learned here is you need to watch how you treat people, because that man, that woman that you disrespecting could be your saving grace in the future when you have nobody on your damn side. Nobody on. I'm sure that this man that approached Tracy Morgan had dudes that was laughing and joking along with him, bullying Tracy Morgan. Where them dudes at to help you out? Where they at? There were probably other girls that was laughing. Where them girls at? Where them ladies at? Grown women at? They not gonna help your bum ass out. Where they at? Where your friends at? You went around disrespecting people, and now the people you thought were friends, they're probably bums like you, or they're looking at you and now they're making fun of you while you down on your luck, and now you're looking at the individual that you bullied to try to bail you out of some shit. Fuck you. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that over here. You know, I can admit, like, I'm not, that might not be the more mature way of looking at this situation. But I look at it like this, especially if you're not one. Now, if Tracy was going around bullying people and then he got bullied and then he wanted to respond this way, it's like, bro, if someone comes out and says, Tracy, you're not innocent of, because you used to bully me all the time, then I would be like, all right, like, you got mad at this dude for bullying you, but you gonna bully someone else? You got some atonement to do yourself. You know what I'm saying? It would be that way. But I wasn't going around bullying motherfuckers at all. And I was getting fucked with for my physical facial features and all this other stuff, right? So, and I saw other people be victims of bullying, harassment, and all this other stuff, right? Some people had it, ended up getting it worse than me, you know? I only had one bully that things got physical. Other than that, all of it was verbal for me. I know people that were getting both beat up daily, dragged through the hallways daily, not stuffed in lockers, but thrown off their damn chairs. Like, I know people that were getting that type of bullying. That wasn't me. I wasn't standing for that shit. But the teasing and all this other shit, yeah, that was what was going on, right? And in one instance in the fifth grade, where again, someone tried to, physically bully me around, they fucked around and found out that that's not the best course of action. So after that day, they stuck with the verbal harassment. So yeah, I mean, I don't blame anybody, whether it's a physical, someone who is physically bullied or not. Um, to look at their bully and say, nah, fuck you. You know, not everyone is going to look at that and say that, I forgive you, or all that stuff. And even if you do forgive them in a situation, right? Because me in a situation with A kinda, this is what A did, because this is what I forgot to mention. So when A and I started talking, right, as work friends, she tried to absolve herself from the shit talking or from the bullying by talking about how mean the others were. Like, she was name dropping all the other people that used to say the craziest shit about me, right? But then never really acknowledged her part in it. All because her part wasn't necessarily talking shit about me to my face. I highly doubt she was just laughing. She probably was talking shit, just never said it to my face like the others. But she ratted out the others. That was her way of addressing our past together, right? Me, I didn't care enough to try to make it a bigger deal, but in the back of my mind, I was like, no, you're still a problem. So I bring that up to say, like, that was an example of forgetting, but not forgetting. So I guess I'm not as immature as you might think I am, but all in all, I love this video. I'm not gonna front, I loved it. Like I said, it warmed my heart to see that. Stop disrespecting people because you never know who you're gonna need in the future. You never know who's gonna drop you in the future. Like I said, this dude that was teasing Tracy Morgan. I'm willing to bet because bullies never act alone. Their punk asses always do it in packs. So I'm willing to bet dude wasn't the only one disrespectful to Tracy. He wasn't the only one saying some wild shit. So he had a group of friends, quotation marks, friends that was going along with it. He had some hood rats laughing as well. None of them are around to help this dude out. That's your ass though. That's your actions. You decided to treat someone like shit, and now, 20 plus years later, it's probably more than 20, but I'm gonna say 20, 20 plus years later, you want their help. You gonna try to, oh, that's Hustle Man. I know Hustle Man. The dude you probably said wasn't never gonna be shit, ain't gonna be shit, was too ugly to be shit. Now you homeless. Jaw dropping and everything. You saw his jaw dropping when he said, that ain't my problem. Oh, I love that moment. I love that so much. I don't give a damn how it makes me look. I love that shit. All right. You can leave your little comments down below about forgiving and forgetting. You want to do that to your bullies or whatever, that's great. I ain't doing that depending on who the bully is. Again, if you just, you know, I'm a lot more forgiving. To be honest with you, I'm a lot more not for I'm a lot more forgiving. Yeah, I'm gonna say forgetting, not forgetting. I remember everything. I'm a lot more forgiving than I'm giving off here, but I'm giving off this energy because there's still a side of me where I'm like, if you end up watching this video and you try to approach me on some weak shit, you gonna get told off like this dude did in his video. And you lucky this wasn't years ago. 10 years ago, I actually was trying to fuck up bullies from my past that I ran into. Niggas was on some you crazy. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like you lucky you just getting a video or you just gonna get a curse out. 'Cause 10 years ago, I was like, fuck your life for some dumb shit you said about me when we were 8 years old. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe, or not, whatever the case is. Until next time, until next video. Y'all take care out there. Stop bullying folks.